Hey everyone, today I want to talk about the concept of pushing the ground away. It's something that I've mentioned before in previous videos, so go back through our YouTube page and find those. Primarily it's the ones talking about deadlifting and cleans and power movements off the floor. I also want to touch on to that today and use another specific power movement drill to kind of get you that concept of pushing through the floor, not necessarily lifting weight. When a lot of people or people that are new to strength training hear the word lift, they think for some reason of pulling with your back and your neck and using your arms. It's not about that at all. How you create power and force is through your hips. You've got to generate a lot of that tension through your core, which is why doing a lot of core drills is important to make you better at putting force through the ground to support your back and keep a nice solid plane with which to drive from, okay? So the drill I want to talk about today is a double high pull or a two-handed kettlebell clean, all right? I love this drill. So it's going to start the same way as I'm going to start with a deadlift, all right? Weight by the heels. And what I want to focus on, one thing I try to coach a lot is keeping a light grip. Keeping a light grip is gonna reiterate the fact of not pulling with your arms. If I've got a light grip on something, I'm gonna make sure I'm using my entire body to bring it up to the top position rather than having to pull with my arms. Another way to do that is also using a weight that's a bit more challenging than you think you can use. If you have good form, you're gonna force yourself to use your hips, all right? I've actually found that some people will use their backs and get injured using a weight that's not entirely challenging enough for their strength level. So what I mean by that is I wanna have a firm but light grip, okay? So, and also too, what needs to happen before I can generate force from my feet, it's gotta start from the top down, okay? So what that means is, in order to create a lot of tension in a nice, powerful plane, is I wanna pull my shoulders back, okay? So I'm gonna pull my shoulders back, and what I tell some people to do is close the armpits. So right now, my armpits are open, I'm gonna try to close my armpits using my lats. So I'm gonna squeeze my upper back, abs tight, push through the floor. I'm not gonna focus on pulling. The second I pull, gravity's gonna take over and pull me forward. So I'm gonna keep my shoulders back, I'm gonna drive my heels, trust the power of my hips, and pop right up, all right? So with this drill, I tell people to focus on having the hands loose, so that bell should basically leave. By the time my hips come up to here, all that force I generated through the floor should send that weight right up. I don't need to pull the weight anymore, all right? So again, I'm gonna pull my shoulders back, light grip, push through the ground, take my hands off. Again, that's gonna ensure that I'm putting enough adequate force through the ground to get that weight up. So think about that concept when you're doing a lot of things, squats. Primarily with this drill, again, with the drills that involve bringing the weight up with the hand somehow, a single arm clean with a kettlebell, two-handed cleans, dumbbell cleans, etc., etc. Focus on pushing through the floor, not lifting and pulling the weight. Guarantee you'll have a lot more control and power. So it takes a while. It took years for me to grasp that concept, and now that I'm older and not competing in sports as much anymore, it would have been great to know earlier. So again, focus on keeping that tension tight in your core, shoulders back, drive the floor away, all right? Think about pushing through the floor, not lifting, and I guarantee you'll get a lot stronger and move a lot more weight and be more better, because that's what it's all about.